chat as it. Thank you for coming again, Bob. A very exciting hour ahead of us. And now, before I bring in our wonderful, wonderful presenter, I am going to want to encourage us, please, when you are muted, stay muted. Little house rule. Stay muted so that there will be no interruption with whatever might be going on around you. You might be in the office, you might have children, grandchildren around you. We don't want that to disturb, the platform. So stay muted until the end. Write your questions down. We will take each and every question that comes at the end of the day. And please be, like I said, don't, if you raise up your hand right now, we will not be able to do anything. So just stay put, whether you are here for the first time or you've been coming. Just we will attend to each and every one of you. Thank you all very, very much. I want to bring in a very dynamic leader here today. Like I said, several months ago, we looked into, and you had Charles say that how it start with some leaders and really say we need to get this across. I am privileged to be one of the people that we sat and we say, let us get this across to our people, and we started this platform. Okay, and the reason was that we saw something that was so powerful. We need to get this across to our people so that we can get as many of us as possible. We are glad today that vision is really what we see today. We are over 400 in the platform right now. And so what it is that we saw that was so exciting, what was it that really got us, so interested that we want to share with you is exactly what you are here to know if you are here for the first time. I want to thank all of you that have been here and you have been bringing more people. Let us continue to do that. So let me bring on board right now the man on the mission, as we refer to him. This gentleman is, is an expert. He understands the language of this business. And if he tells you this is what it is, believe it, that is what it is. It's a retired computer guru. He has worked in different areas and he knows the in and the out of this. And so, without much ado, let us welcome our one and only Charles Osong. Charlie, take it up.
Thank you, Dr. O. Thank you for your leadership in the community. I'm sure the community cannot appreciate you enough, but we really do appreciate your services. Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Without wasting your time, my name is Charles Osong, and I know you're here to hear about a once-in-a-lifetime kind of opportunity, and I will be sharing this opportunity with you all today. The way I do that is I tell you my story. I tell you how I got to know about this opportunity, and I tell you what are the reasons why I decided to be part of this opportunity. I am going to start off by making sure everybody stays muted so that we don't have interference during the presentation. Also, I like to lock up the webinar. Normally, I lock it up at 5 past the hour. So we've actually had 10 minutes, 5 extra minutes. So we don't want disturbances. Thank you. I guess that's done. Like I said, my name is Charles Osong. Excuse me, and I have been in the United States for over 35 years. I'm very, very close to 36 years now. And during that time, I've been working like everybody else, sometimes 2 jobs, sometimes 2.5 jobs just to make ends meet. I've worked for the most part in the IT industry, like our announcer just said, and that's a very broad industry, but I've been fortunate enough to touch almost every discipline in that industry. I've also been looking for other ways to make money because about 34 years ago, I ran into the works of Mr. Warren Buffett, who is one of the wealthiest people on earth. And he made a statement. He said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. That statement has always resonated with me. And I've always been trying to look for ways to make money in my sleep. Now, in so doing, I also ran into the works of Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, who is independently wealthy as well. But he is the one that impressed upon me that even though we have rich people in this world, we do have another category, the wealthy. And the difference between the rich and the wealthy is this. The rich people tend to work for their money. Yes, they do get paid a lot of money, but they must go to work to get paid. So they are trading hours for dollars, basically. The wealthy people, on the other hand, they make money passively. That's the kind of income I've been looking for all my life. I noticed that we started this webinar with well over 400 participants, and I'm sure our guests here are also looking for ways to make money passively. Those of us who are founders, we already know what we are into, and we are very, very excited. Trust me. Now, because I was looking for ways to make money passively, I decided to stop working. I decided to quit my corporate America job, March 17th, 2017, to be exact. I recall a colleague of mine looking at me and saying, Charles, you're a very fortunate guy. You must have saved up a lot of money to be retiring this early. And I said to him, on the contrary, for some reason, I can't seem to save up the kind of money that I want. And I've been working for so long with a very good job, very, very good income. There must be something wrong. So I immediately thought of Robert Einstein, who said, you keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That is his definition of insanity. I said, okay, I'm going to try something else. So I rented out an office space in Maryland in the United States. And getting just close to 2 years now, a trusted friend of mine came into my office and said to me, Charles, I have this opportunity that I want to share with you. But just so you know, guys, prior to retiring, I had been studying rigorously the behavioral patterns of successful people. And one of them is they look at an opportunity when it lands on their desk. They look at it inside out so that they can make an informed decision. So I pretended to be behaving like one of them. And I told my friend, I am going to look at this opportunity. But first, I have 3 questions for you. Question number 1. This opportunity that you are bringing to me today, am I going to be able to make money if I cannot recruit? If I don't sell to even one person, will I still make money? And when I say money, I mean real money. Enough money to give me financial freedom. And if I were to ask each and every one of you today, what is financial freedom? You all give me a different answer. To me, it simply means I'm making enough money to do what I want, when I want, where I want, and how I want. And of course, why not with whom I want? So I looked up at my friend and I said, hey, if I cannot sell to even one person, if I cannot recruit because I am an African and it is not in our culture to recruit, will I be able to make that kind of money? He said, Charles, you'll make that and more. I like the answer. And I said to him, let's go to question number 2. Do I have to come out of pocket every month in, month out, to pay some bill? In the industry, they call it ownership. Do I have to pay a monthly ownership? He said to me, Charles, when this company launches, you come out of pocket once. And by the way, when he came to me, this company was still in pre-launch. And so I liked his answer. And I said, let's go to question number 3. The third, the last, but certainly not the least. And before I tell you what that question is, it is so important. I want to share with you how I came about that question. Prior to retiring from corporate America, towards the end of 2016, I knew for a fact that I was going to stop working, and I was looking for something to guide me, something to help me navigate the jungle. So I came up with those 2 questions, and believe me, they work very well, at least for some time. I landed on some very, very good, excellent opportunities, making so much money, and I thought this is the way life is supposed to be. I thought I had arrived, but not for long. About a year and a half later, maximum 2 years, all of these companies went belly up. All of these companies took a nosedive. So I was left stranded. And I had to do something else that successful people do so well. They fail forward. Failing forward simply means if you fall down once, you get up once. If you fall down 10 times, you get up 10 times. You dust yourself. You look at what went wrong. Why did you fall? And then you get up and move forward with experience so that you don't repeat the same mistakes. And once I did that, I realized upon studying all these companies that I was involved with, that all of them had one thing in common. All of them did not have a legitimate, viable product. And folks, I cannot stress that enough. I did not say legitimate or viable. I said legitimate and viable. And that's for sustainability. I know a bunch of you here are from Nigeria. Normally, you may have heard of a company called MMM. MMM came by some few years ago. Some people, minority, made some money. Lots of people lost tons of money. The reason they went out, simple. They did not have a legitimate, viable product. And MMM is not the only one. There are so many of them out there. And they pop up every day. In fact, I get hit with them almost once a week. Learn from their mistakes, right? Like our United States former President Bill Clinton used to say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That became my third question, having been a victim. And I looked up at my friend that day and I asked him, this company that you are bringing to me, do they have a legitimate, viable product? And he said to me, Charles, you have an IT background. You should be able to understand these products better than me. I said, sure. Well, I went, took a look at these products, and I came back to him and I said, my friend, if these people can just pull this through, we are going to have an internet quake. Believe me, I don't even know if that would exist. Okay? I was just thinking of an earthquake. And I said, we will have an internet quake. It's going to be a shake-up of the internet. And like I said, when he came to me, this company was in pre-launch. They had been in pre-launch for about 6 to 8 months. So I told him, we only have one small problem. They are going to be in pre-launch much longer. At least 3 years, maybe 4, maybe even 5. He didn't like that. He said to me, Charles, why would you say that? And I said to him, well, you asked me to take a look at the products, and I did. And I understand what they're doing. They are using something called artificial intelligence, AI for short. AI is a disruptive technology. And what is a disruptive technology? One that comes every once in a while, once in a blue moon. And it'll change the way we do things. We have no choice. In other words, it disrupts our lives. AI is yet the most disruptive technology mankind has ever known. But AI is very involved. It involves machine learning. It involves empirical data. It involves millions upon millions of lines of coding. And for those of you who are familiar with software development, that is time consuming, believe me. So I told my friend, we're going to have to buckle up. We're going to have to fasten our seatbelts and enjoy the roller coaster. But I also told him, I don't care how long it takes. I want to be part of this company now. I have something called FOMO, fear of missing out. I had missed out on a few opportunities in my life. I wasn't going to miss out on this one, and at no cost. So I asked him, how much do I need to become part of this company today? And I was expecting him to give me some huge amount, knowing the value. 10,000, 15, 20, and I was ready. I had my credit cards ready. In the United States, we do not need cash. You just need to have some credit cards. And I had a few of those. And my friend told me, Charles, all you need is $97, 97. And I said to him, you've got to be kidding. He said, nope, I am dead serious. I said, okay, well, here's my card. Put it on there. And by the time we were done, it costed me $102. Yes, so there's a $5 fee, small fee, that the banks will charge you for using credit or debit card. Big deal. So I told him, consider that dinner for two. But I also told him, I do not have 3 years or more to be monitoring this company. I have to put food on the table. So you call me, you text me, you email me, you do whatever it takes to get me informed when they are closer to launch so I can get more involved. He said, sure. 8 months later, he gave me a call. Charles, can you make yourself available in 1 week's time? The CEO of this company wants to talk to all of us. I said, why not? 1 week later, I hopped on the call, and there was Mr. Ash Mofara. Mr. Ash Mofara is the CEO and founder of this company. Mr. Ash Mofara, for those of us who have been with this company for some time now, we've come to know and love him dearly. Not only because he's going to help us make money, and I can assure you he will help us make a lot of money, but also, and more specifically, because of his heart for humanity. Folks, there are quite a few geniuses out there. You have Mark Zuckerberg, you have Bill Gates, you have Jeff Bezos, you have Elon Musk, just to name a few. Now, these guys have the brains, but do they have the heart? As you come to join Onpassive, you're going to find out our CEO, not only does he have the brains, but he also has the heart. So those of us who are leaders, particularly myself, resonate with him very, very well. But mind you, I was listening to him for the very first time. I hopped on the webinar and he says, folks, we have been making a lot of progress. In fact, we are closer to launch. So he threw me off, I must admit. It was just 8 months ago, I told my friends, we're in for the long haul. And now all of a sudden, He's telling us we are closer to launch. So I'm wondering, what kind of magic is he going to play now? But one thing he did, though, he got my attention by making that statement. And so I was listening keenly. Mr. Mofara went on, and he said, we have leased a building in Bangalore, in India. And for those of us who know a little bit about that part of the world, Bangalore is like the Silicon Valley of India. If you look behind me, you're going to see a building that says Onpassive on it. This building is in High Tech City in Hyderabad, in High Tech City. This building is fairly new. At that time, this building was non-existent. Mr. Mofara had gone to Bangalore, leased 2 floors in a high-rise building, and he said, we have also hired 200 engineers working day and night to make sure our dream is realized. So now in my head, I'm thinking, okay, most startup companies are going to have 20 to 25 engineers. Most startup companies are going to have these engineers work 8, 9, maybe 10 hours a day. I know, because I have been part of a few of those. Mr. Mofara goes to the source, and when I say source, those of you who are in IT, you would agree with me that Indians are the best in the game. And by the way, labor is cheaper in India, way cheaper than in the United States. So all the big guys are there, Apple, Google, all of them, they are there. So he goes to the source. He doesn't get 20, no, not 25 engineers. He gets 200 of them, the best of the best, the cream of the crop. And they are not working 8, not 9, not 10 hours a day. These guys are working 24/7. These guys are working around the clock. These guys are taking turns to make sure this dream is realized. So now in my head, I'm beginning to think, okay, with this kind of a resource, yes, you are able to cut time frames. With this kind of a resource, yes, you are able to do in 2 years what is supposed to take 5 years or more. So my belief factor goes up. And I said, kept on listening, and he went on, and he said, we do have a small problem. Some of us founding members have been unethical, have been doing some things that we don't want. So we're going to come up with a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA for short. When you see those NDAs, sign them up, because it's the only way you can participate with this great company. 2 months later, Mr. Mofara called up another meeting. Folks, the NDAs are out. Go and sign them up. I went through that document, very long document, and I can assure you I'm not an attorney by any stretch of the imagination, but by the time I was done reading that document, it occurred to me, this is that time I told my friend I want to be involved. It occurred to me, this business is no longer a joke, it is very serious. I looked at the time, energy, money spent ever since I became part of it, and I realized I've got to do something. I realized I've got to go out and bring my people in. I looked up, they had way over 40,000 founding members, and I did not see a lot of African names. And I'm from Africa, and it struck me. And if you're here and you're not from Africa, trust me, we love you just as much, and we will work with you just as well. However, I wanted our people to enjoy for once. So I became a man on a mission. And I called up a few other leaders to my office, and I said, folks, we are going to have to share this to our people, and we're going to do this massively. Okay? So at the time, I was using Zoom for my classes. I was teaching some IT classes, and I said, you know what? I might as well use the Zoom and start reaching out to our people. Now, what's the name of this company I'm talking to you about? Onpassive. Onpassive, as in Victor, E as in Edward. And that name was not given by chance. This is a passive opportunity. You can come in, you do your little part, do one little contribution, and that's it. You're done. Money in your bank account. Our CEO and founder, Mr. Ash Mofara, that I mentioned a few moments ago, graduated with a master's in internet marketing and information technology, went back to Harvard, did some more studies on online businesses, online marketing. This guy has a knack for artificial intelligence. This guy is a guru when it comes to traffic generation. Traffic, guys, is the reason I can dream today. Traffic is the reason I can invite you all to dream with me today. So what is traffic? Traffic is a fundamental element of any business. Whether that business is offline or online, doesn't matter. But let's start with the offline part, because most of us have an age, most of us are digital immigrants. We are more used to offline businesses. So let's say you have a business offline, and I have the same business. And it can be any business. It can be a car dealership, it can be a hair salon, doesn't matter. But let's just say it is a restaurant. Only because I love food, and I'm sure everybody eats, right? So you have a restaurant, and I have a restaurant. Same kind of restaurant, same kind of food. In fact, same chef. The food tastes exactly identical. Only difference, location. Your restaurant is located in a busy area, busy shopping mall. People come in and out all the time. My restaurant is located in a back alley. It is hidden. Well, your restaurant will fare better than mine. And here is why. People are going to walk into that shopping mall to do something else, to do their nail, do their hair, buy some clothes, window shopping. Whatever it is that brings them to the shopping mall, they will eventually get hungry. Look up at your restaurant, wander into your restaurant, and the end result of that is what? Sales. My restaurant, on the other hand, they're going to have to know it's there. They're going to have to leave their homes deliberately to go there. So it suffers. It suffers from what? Traffic. So what is traffic? People, customers coming in and out of your business. It is that simple. Okay, so what about online traffic? But before I go there, I just want to say this. In this digital day and age, if you have that offline business like the restaurant, you better get yourself an online presence. Otherwise, you're asking to be smoked by your competition. But what is online traffic? Clicks, guys, clicks. If you go online, you have an online business, you can call it charlesosong.com. The first thing that needs to happen is clicks. People have to come there and click. No clicks, no sales. The more the clicks, the more the sales. So we have businesses, individuals, small businesses online. All they do, drive traffic to millions upon millions of businesses online. And they are making a killing. And then there's something called targeted traffic. What is targeted traffic? Say you go online and you're searching for a TV. And somebody says, why don't you click here? And you go click there. Lo and behold, that's a TV store. Well, guess what? Your chances of buying are higher than somebody who is searching for a camera. Okay? Now, that is called targeted traffic. That business just got themselves a targeted traffic. And our CEO and founder, Mr. Ash Mofara, is the best in the game of driving targeted traffic. He proved himself. When he graduated, he joined a few businesses, sent targeted traffic to these businesses, sent them customers, affiliates, tons of them. Of course, he made some millions doing that, but these companies made even more. But unfortunately, most of these companies had to go out of business. And why? Remember, guys, I told you earlier, no legitimate viable product. It is a time bomb. So Mr. Mofara and his family, notably his wife, who happens to be an IT professional as well, are going to sit down and say, you know what? We're going to stop doing this. We're going to use our talent in a better way. We're going to stop sending traffic to companies that eventually go out. We're going to get our own, get legitimate, viable digital services. We're going to get founding members, you and I. We're going to drive traffic to them. They make money. We make money. Everybody is happy. Folks, that is the birth of Onpassive. And that is why I told you earlier, because of traffic, I can dream. Because of traffic, I can invite you all to dream with me. So just over 3 years ago, Mr. Mofara and his friends, very close friends, they're going to sit together and say, hey, okay, we are going to start our own business. We're going to have legitimate, viable services, digital services. Okay? We're going to have as many of those services as possible. Now, they went. We have 7.7 billion people on Earth. And out of this, we have 7 million of them every minute online at any point in time, doing something, looking for something. Okay? Now, 3 years ago, 7 million online at any point in time. You can imagine what it is today with the COVID-19. But 7 million is still a lot. What are these people looking for? What kind of services do they need? Well, some of them are doing online banking. I do that every day, sometimes twice a day. And I know some of you do that as well. Guess what? When we do those things, there are people that monetize on our services. So these guys are going to say, we have AI at the back of our hands. We're going to do that too. Some of the folks online are on their favorite social media, Twitter, Facebook. I love Facebook. But when we are on Facebook, what are we doing? We are sending texts, pictures to friends, family members, colleagues, classmates. Guess what we're doing? It is called community. And these guys are going to say, you know what? With AI, we can have our own community. Better, bigger, stronger. And as you join Onpassive, you're going to find out our community is already over 500,000 and growing by the second. Now, some people online are doing e-commerce, drop shipping, email marketing, bulk emailing. Folks, there are people online that make 6- and 7-figure income just doing email marketing. I know that. I thought about that once upon a time. These guys are going to say, we can do that too, even better. AI driven from start to finish. Some people online are doing video conferencing, just like you and I. If you can see me, you can hear me, or both, it means you went to some application called Zoom, you put in an ID number, and there we are. And guess what? The founders, the owners of Zoom, are monetizing on our services as we speak. Zoom is not the only one. We have Skype, we have AnyMeeting, Cisco WebEx, Google Hangouts, Microsoft Teams. We have a plethora of them, all of them making serious money, especially since the advent of COVID-19. Well, Zoom is the most user-friendly. That's why it's the most popular. Okay? But not for long, guys. You wait until Onpassive unleashes its webinar platform, and Zoom is going to look like a joke. But let's focus on Zoom for now because they are the most popular. Prior to COVID-19, Zoom was averaging 10 million participants a day. Well, guess what? April 1st, 2020, same company took a statistic. That number went up more than 300 million participants a day. You can imagine what it is now. Back in late November, Forbes magazine qualified Zoom as having made more profit than ExxonMobil, the oil company that had been around for decades. Guys, do you know what that's happening? Ever since the advent of COVID-19, every university, high school, middle school, elementary school, asking students to take classes virtually. I have seen pastors, women of God, men of God, having virtual Bible service, virtual prayer services. I've seen virtual wake keepings, virtual weddings, all kinds of stuff, virtual graduations. Folks, the world is going virtual, and Onpassive is simply going to help us monetize. Let's talk about another virtual service, VPN, Virtual Private Network. What is a VPN? It is just a fancy name for a tunnel. It is a tunnel online. It cuts across a major network, such as the internet, providing privacy. Companies use it so that their employees can access data without fear of bad guys, without fear of hackers. Ever since the advent of COVID-19, more and more companies asking employees to work from home. Okay? Facebook, Microsoft, all of them asking employees to work from home. Twitter, the big IT giant, recently came out and said, even after COVID-19, all our employees are going to have to work from home virtually. Facebook, 5 days later, came out and made the same announcement. And more of them are following suit. These guys at Onpassive, they're going to say, you know what? We have AI at the back of our hands. We can have our own VPN. AI driven from start to finish, super smart, more secured, more scalable, and above all, cheaper. Folks, when Onpassive launches, the big players in this space, like Cisco Networks, they are going to know there's a new sheriff in town, I can assure you. Let's talk about another service, search engine optimization. What is that? SEO. We know of search engines. We use them every day, all the time. We know of Yahoo. We know of Bing. And for those of us Apple enthusiasts, we know of Safari. Everybody knows of Google. These are all search engines. You can go to Google 10 times, 100 times a day to search for something. It is free. You can go to Google, have one email address, 10 of them, 100 of them, free of charge. You can get a Google Voice account, a voice over IP phone number, free of charge. We go to Facebook every day, Twitter every day, free of charge. These guys are making serious money. So now, everything seems to be free with Google, right? Yet, Google is a multi-billion-dollar company. Well, here's a multi-billion-dollar question for you. How does Google make money? Most of us don't care. Most of us don't know, and frankly, we don't even care. Why? Because it is none of our business. But let me share with you how they make money today, only because Onpassive is going to help us make money the same way. If you go to Google today and you search for something, let's say a camera, it can be anything, it can be a phone, it can be a watch. I just want it to be a camera only because I do market my cameras through Google. You type in camera, a bunch of them will pop up, maybe 20, maybe 25. And one of them is going to come from my store. And you happen to click on that camera from my store, you just costed me money. Whether you pay for it or not, whether you purchase or not, doesn't matter. Okay, so what does Google say? If you advertise something through us and a customer looking for that item, we are going to optimize our search, of course, because you've paid us, right? We will optimize the search, bring that item to the top so that they can see it, eyeballs. As soon as they see it, our job is done. Whether or not they buy it, none of our business. And they call it pay per click. So a small businessman like myself, almost insignificant online as a business person, but I can tell you, I'm paying Google averagely $400 every month. I'm paying Microsoft averagely $600 every month. Why am I paying Microsoft? Simple. Bill Gates, the visionary that he is, so SEO is going to be big, didn't have time to start up a brand new company, bought an existing company called Bing, revamped it, and people like us have to pay him month in, month out. I'm also paying a company called GoDaddy. Why am I paying GoDaddy? They host domain names. If you're going to have a business online, every business that you see online has a domain name, a .com name, a .net, .org. Whatever it is a domain name. You pay companies to host them. GoDaddy is one of them. Now, these are just some of the things I am paying online. And like I said, I'm a small business person. You can imagine the big companies like Google, okay? Sorry, the big companies like eBay. Google is the company we're talking about here. Imagine the big companies like Walmart, United Airlines, Air France, all these companies. Imagine what these companies are paying Google. That's how come they're a multi-billion-dollar company. These folks at Onpassive, and they're going to sit down and say, you know what? When Google started its business, AI was not even that popular. It was just in its infancy. So they did not start their product with AI driven from scratch. We have that ability to do that now. Technology has advanced. We're going to have ours AI driven from beginning to end. Guys, when the Onpassive is done, that SEO platform is going to be so smart. By the time you type the first character, it already knows where you are headed. When Onpassive launches, the big players in the space like Google, they will know there is a new kid on the block. I can assure you that. So what am I doing? I'm giving you a list of these digital services that Onpassive is putting together, the ones that we can relate to at least. But there are more. Website builder, trim URL, IP tracker, a whole lot more. What is Onpassive doing? Onpassive says, if you're an individual, if you're a business person, small, large, if you think of something that you need online, a digital service, we have it for you. It's that simple. One umbrella under the same roof. In IT, we call it single sign-on. Folks, and there's one word I want to share with you today that you can take home from this presentation. It's called integration. All these services are integrated. No company has ever succeeded to do this on earth. Onpassive is 99% there. You can't beat it. I do know some of us here are founders already. A lot of us are guests, and we're going to become founders soon, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. And you need to hurry up because the door is shutting. Guys, when you become a founder with Onpassive, you will get excited. And when you get excited, one thing happens. You go around telling everybody, your friends, your family, I just found this business. Some of them are going to look at you. Some of them are going to laugh at you. Some of them will even ask you, do they even have a product? This Onpassive company that you're talking about, do they have a product? Remember, our products are intangible. Most people don't understand it. But here's what I want you to tell them. We have a total internet solution, or total IT solution, or total digital solution. Doesn't matter. I just used 3 different phrases, all of them 3-worded, meaning the same thing. Total internet solution, total IT solution, total digital solution. You just choose whichever one you're comfortable with. Onpassive itself has a 3-worded phrase for it. We call it Smart Business Solution. At the end of the presentation, I'm going to give you a 15-second tour of the onpassive.com website so I can share with you that proprietary system. Now, I have given you a company that you do not need to recruit, to sell to anybody to make money. You do not need to pay a monthly bill to stay in business. You have the best, legitimate, viable digital services in this day and age. And what is it going to cost you to become a founder? Because fortunately for you that are guests today, Onpassive is still in pre-launch. When my friend came to me almost 2 years ago, it was $97. Imagine, today, it is still $97, but not for long, I can assure you. In a matter of days, maximum weeks, that price will go up. Why? We are going to get into soft launch. We, the founders, we are going to start testing our products and services. And before we do that, that price will go up. So if you are here and you are not yet a founder, get back to whoever invited you so that they can show you how to become a founder. If you're familiar with Richard Branson, the owner of Virgin Atlantic Airlines, he said, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you don't understand it, jump on it, then learn about it later. This is an amazing opportunity that someone has brought you here for, a family member, a friend. Jump on it. And yes, it gets better with us. Why? That $97 that gets you to become a founder is refundable. You jump on it, you don't like what you see, you don't like what you hear, get your money back. How can you beat that? Okay, you pay that $97, what happens next? Nothing happens. Financially, nothing. And folks, if you're a guest and you're here for the first time, please take a sip of water, sit up, because this is the meat of this presentation. When Onpassive launches, there will be no more founders. That door is permanently shut. That AI traffic just mentioned to you is going to build a team for us. So you can be passive if you want. You can be active if you want. It's up to you. If you're active, you'll just realize your goal a lot faster. The AI traffic, the artificial intelligence is going to build each and every one of our websites, our teams. We're going to build a team for us and customers coming. Imagine Onpassive driving customers, targeted traffic to your website, following up with these customers, getting them to sign up and purchase these products that they build for you, and you make commission. You cannot beat that. So if you want to join us, you can join us and pay your founding member fee. When Onpassive launches, we are going to come out of pocket again one more time. Now, when Onpassive launches and the customers are coming in, all those products and services that I mentioned to you guys, VPN, email marketing, web hosting, domain name service, all of those products in one umbrella, Onpassive has put it one small price, around $250. It could be a little less, it could be a little more. However, think about it. I just mentioned to you guys a few services, Google, Zoom, Microsoft, that a small business person like me, I'm paying more than $1,200 a month, every month. A small fee of just around $250, giving you access to all of these things in one place. Imagine the benefit you have. Well, some of you might say, I don't need it. I don't need online business. No problem. But Onpassive is doing the business for you, driving traffic, getting the sales, and giving you commission. And over time, you can build massive, massive wealth. Now, and I just mentioned, you're going to have to pay that small amount, right? Around $250. Why? Because we, the founders, we are going to be the company's first customers. We, the founders, we are going to be a product of the product. Remember, this is a monthly subscription. However, because we are founding members, we are only going to have to pay once. And after that, Onpassive is going to pick up the tabs, pay our subscription from our commission, and the balance we can take home. Huge. Here's what's even better. That one-time small subscription that you pay, Onpassive has guaranteed that money lifetime. What does that mean? Onpassive says, give us 90 days after launch. If you don't like what you see, if you don't like what you're getting, just say, I want my money back. and back into your bank account. You can't beat that. Now, let me take you, I promise, take you to onpassive.com to share with you that our proprietary system so that you can see what I'm talking about. Okay? Now, this is public information, guys. You can be at your home. All you have to do is go to onpassive.com. It'll take you there. Now, again, I said this is public information. Well, guess what, guys? You can see here, new look, ready. We're going to have a brand new website anytime from now. It is loading in the background, okay? So just to let you all know, this is changing rapidly. However, you can scroll to the middle of the page. Digital marketing is a traffic. I spent some time talking about that. Video conferencing, I spent time talking about that. VPN, we talked about it. Website builder, again, these are all AI-driven hands-free tools, guys. Just a click of the button and things start rolling. Onpassive Connect Me is a suite of over 6 products. The webinar platform I mentioned is there. SMS, MMS. If you use WhatsApp, Telegram, we have something better. Email marketing, I talked about it. IP tracker, that in itself can be $1 billion company. Domain name, domain registration is DNS. I told you guys about GoDaddy. I'm paying them a lot of money. We have that, something better. Staff manager. We have companies out there like Oracle Corporation, PeopleSoft. These guys have HRM, human resource management. Guys, I can assure you when Onpassive launches, these guys are going to know there is a new kid on the block. Now I'm going to say one more thing and we can go to Q&A. There is risk involved in every business, and Onpassive is no different. What is our risk? $97 for now. That's it. Okay? And like Kiyosaki, we all know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I remember Robert Kiyosaki. He made a statement. I don't know of any millionaire that has not lost money, but I do know of a lot of poor people that have never lost a dime. Our risk is how much? $97. But if you cannot part with $97 for any reason, don't worry. You don't have to become a founder, but you can still benefit from Onpassive. And I'm going to tell you how. You wait until Onpassive launches. Hang on to your $97. Do not become a founder. When they launch, you can even wait 6 months after launch, 1 year after launch, maybe 2 years after launch. Then you can become a reseller or a customer. Either way, you're going to benefit. Okay? But are you going to benefit as much as the founders? I don't think so. Folks, all these companies that you see out there, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Amazon, you can still make money with them. Yes, you can. What do? Just go out there, buy some shares. Wait 1, 2, 3 years and sell those shares. You might be lucky enough to double your money or triple your money, maybe even quadruple your money. But are you going to make a fortune out of that? I don't think so. The people that make the fortune, the people that make so much money, are those that come in the embryonic stage, are those that come in when it is still an ideology. They look at it, looks good, sounds good, they jump at it, take that leap of faith, and before the world knows about it, they are in money. You wait until the world already knows about it. Too little, too late. Okay? So those of you who have the $97 and want to take that leap of faith, and you feel that you have enough information from this presentation, please go back to whoever invited you so that they can show you how to become a founder before the prices go up. Okay? Now, if you feel that you still have some questions or you have some doubts, that you want some clarification, no problem. I have with me Miss Marina Favid, who is my partner in crime. We are going to be taking your questions. We just ask that, hey, before you ask your question, please put on your video so we know you are human, and so we get to know you. It's a big family, like I said. We're going to want to start knowing you, okay? And we will take your question. We will be cordial with you and until you are satisfied. We are not living until everybody is satisfied. But for those who want to hang up and go take care of business, no problem. You can go ahead and become a founder. this webinar is officially ended. I'm going to ask Marina to give us a word or two before we start taking the Q&A. Marina, are you there?
Hello, Charles. Can you hear me and can you see me?
Of course, that means you're using Zoom, right? Okay.
Right. Okay. I always say hello, Africa, hello, world. Awesome to be here and welcome to all the new founders and guests that are on this webinar for the first time tonight. Yes, my name is Marina Fabbit. I represent the African continent and beyond on the Leadership Council for Onpassive. And I just wanted to share something with you. You know, being a founder is not for everybody. And I'm sure a lot of you have realized, those of you that are founders, some people will and some people won't. So what? Move on to the next. Becoming a founder with Onpassive, you have to be a visionary. We don't all start out that way. I always said I was a dreamer. I used to think one day when I'm rich, one day when I'm older, one day when I'm big, when you were young, you know, that you'll be rich and you'll get whatever you want. But since joining, you realize that it's so much more than just creating wealth. It's about what you're going to do with your wealth going forward. And our business is all about helping to turn poverty into prosperity around the world. And it's true AI with heart. Our CEO has got a heart for humanity. And he said, what's the point of having wealth where you're living in a mansion, driving a fancy car, but yet there's children that's walking around without shoes and they don't have homes and they haven't got proper schooling or medication. So that is why he needed us as founders to see the bigger picture and have a heart like he has, which has literally trickled down, and you're attracting the people like that. So as I said, it's not for everyone. And yes, you know, we'll all get to that point eventually where we are financially secure, but then going forward, you'll be able to help Onpassive as a whole and from yourself, you know, be able to go out and help those in need. Now, you'll hear a lot of CATMO. CATMO is C-A-T-M-O. CATMO is the 4 pillars of Onpassive, and that is what holds Onpassive together. The C stands for complete digital solution. It's all IT digital. The A is for automated artificial intelligence, and the T is for targeted traffic. They are going to drive targeted traffic to you, automated. You don't, it's just set and forget. You don't have to do a thing if you don't want to. The M is for money, which I mentioned earlier. It's residual income, passive income that just keeps growing and growing as we proceed and roll out to the world and get more customers on board. And the O, even though the MO is money, but the O I always add on is Onpassive, which always over delivers. So I really hope that with what Charles has told you and what you're going to hear here today with the questions that are going to be answered, that you will be able to make an informed decision and know that you are part of something so much bigger. You're going to be making history because this is truly disruptive. And we're already shaking up the internet. We are fortunate to have over 500,000 founding members as of a few days ago. So, you know, we're just growing rapidly by about 2,500, 3,000 founding members a day. You don't want to miss this boat. You know, you want to get on, get registered, get paid. The price will increase soon when we go into our soft launch. But the exciting part of this journey is not just about the launch and the soft launch. It's about the journey and testing the products as it comes to market. We're going to be launching products in stages and what have you. And we're already getting Onpassive is, you know, the media is so interested. Ash Mufara is doing interviews left, right, and center. Founders and leaders are doing the same thing where the media is interested in to see what's going on. What is this Onpassive about? Some are skeptical. That's fine. You know, everyone has a right to be skeptical. But you take 500 or 500,000 people that have seen the vision, you know, they realize that there's something to this. So I definitely encourage you to get back with the person that invited you to this webinar, use their link to sign up, and then you'll get access to the back office and you'll be invited to our private meetings that we have with our CEO. You'll get to meet him, ask questions, you know, and just be part of this community. It's not just a business where everyone's a number. We are truly a family. It's AI with heart, and we are this huge family, an extended family across the globe. Doesn't matter what race, origin, or creed you are. Everyone is equal in Onpassive, and we welcome you on board to join this journey with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Marina. Dr. O,
Yep.
can you help moderate the Q&A? Folks, if you have a question, and please leave the floor to the guest. We do have several webinars for founders only where you can ask questions, but today we want to help our guests get into the business. So, but if you are a founder and you've just been around for about a week or less, or maybe you trusted someone and they just told you about Onpassive, you jump on it, and this is actually your first real webinar, feel free to ask your question because you're just as good as a guest, right? So, but we say put your hand up either electronically or physically, and we will call you as we see the hands up. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Charles. Thank you again for a great job. Thank you, Marina. We appreciate what you're doing. So now, before we take, before we get into the Q&A, Subha Chandra Saha wrote something that I just like to read out. He said, I want to say for our respected CEO, founder, Mr. Ash Mufara, life laugh at you when you are unhappy. Life smile at you when you are happy, but life salutes you when you make others happy. Long life with good health. I just want to read that out and and let us really know how much we appreciate. Thank you very much, young man, for that. It's so powerful. We go straight into our Q&A. I see John Okorode. I see your hand. You need to, let's see your video. Unmute yourself. And what is your question? I hope you understand the fact that you want to give preference to those that are new. If you're a founder, keep your question for the founders meeting. Are you new, John? John Okode.
Yeah, thank you so much for the presentation. I really enjoy every bit of the presentation. Well, I got to know about this. A friend sent me the video on YouTube that was presented. It's not part of it. He just sent it to me that me as a one, I like investing. So he said I may like this. So it's not part of this. So my question goes this way.
Thank you. Go ahead for the question.
Yeah, the question is, if I want to subscribe into it now, how can I do that? Like I said, I don't have the better introduction is not part of it. He just sent me the video that I may like it. So I cannot subscribe, make my payment and all of that.
Good,
That's
John.
my first question.
All right. So what I would tell you is this. You contact that person and tell them that thing looks good. I want to be part of it. I don't know how you found out about it. Do you want to join and I'll come with you? Or if not, I'm just going to join anyway. Okay? So you can do that today. And I'm going to have one of our leaders get with you so that if you, for some reason, he's not interested, okay? You contact me personally and I will get you in. But we want to give him a chance, okay?
Okay.
We don't know how he knew about it. Maybe he has interest. Maybe he just wanted to see if you have interest. He wants to test the waters. But if for some reason he is not interested and he cannot get you to anybody, you contact me because I did the presentation to you and I will enroll you, okay? How is that?
So how can I get, it's okay. So let me contact him first before I get back to you, right?
Yes, contact him first. Tell him that you're interested in becoming part of this business, okay? If he doesn't respond positively, like he's not interested, you can go ahead. Okay, fine. You contact me. Dr. Benny, can you share your number with him, please, so that he can contact you and see how it goes, please?
So thank you, sir. Second question. Yeah. when are we looking at what point in time is this product going into the stock market? Do we have time frame that social is going to, go into stock markets?
No,
So
we are
that
not.
maybe.
Okay, right. So Onpassive is never, ever, ever going to the stock market. We don't need to go to the stock market, right? Companies go to the stock market because they try to raise funds. We do not need to raise funds. We are already debt free, okay? And we look large. We're already valued at over $5.5 billion, right? You should be asking, when are we going to be public? I hope that's what you mean, right? Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Meaning that people can use our products and services. That's going to happen very soon. Very, very soon.
Okay.
So not long from now, days, maximum weeks, we will go into soft launch. When we go into soft launch, that means you and I, the founders, we are going to be testing the products, right? And once we're done testing, that process should take about 3 months.
Yeah.
Once we're done testing, everything looks good, all systems say go, then we are going to go public. That means everybody can now get into Onpassive, either as a customer or as a reseller or as both. So it's not long from now, very close. But what I'll tell you is you become a founder as soon as possible, because once we go into soft launch, that price will go up a little bit, okay? That price will go up.
Sir.
Yes.
You said for now it's $125, right?
For now it's $97. We advise
$97.
Yes, we advise you to pay with credit or debit card, and there's usually like a $5 charge.
$97.
Listen, we're advising you to use credit or debit card, and there'll be a $5 charge. So it'll cost you about $102, yes.
Okay.
But the fee is $97.
Okay, $102.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
So please, I may need that number in case that was the response, so that I can.
Yes, Dr. Benny, have you chatted with him?
Somebody will contact you now.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
All right. I see the end of ITEL P36. Can you unmute yourself and let us know your name? I believe your name is not ITEL P36. Unmute yourself, please. ITEL P36. Okay, if you're not responding, I'll move ahead. And while you're trying to work on your system, did I see, Mr. Moyoko, I see you physically raising your hand. Go ahead. Unmute yourself, please. Guys, unmute yourself. We are not hearing you. Donna Jatin, I don't want to mispronounce your name. Unmute yourself, please.
Who are you calling, Dr. O?
Yeah, okay. I have ITEL P36. I didn't hear him.
Okay. Hold on. Let's get ITEL, because we have to ask him to unmute. Go ahead and unmute yourself, ITEL.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, ITEL.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah. When is this? When is it going to stop? When is it going to stop? The first phase. That is when the registration is going to stop before it increases.
Very soon, man. We don't have an exact date. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. It's just days. Okay. Yes. Okay. It's when a matter of days here.
My name is Agbo Julius. My name is Agbo Julius. I think the person that introduced this to me, then I have to find more details from him.
That's a good idea. Just call that person and say, hey, when can I come in? Or I want to come in so that I can show you how, okay?
Okay, my dear. God bless you. I like your presentation. I hope to join the business. It's well with you. Thank you very much.
I hope to see you soon, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Donatien Moyoko, it's your turn, sir. Unmute yourself.
What's the name? Is his hand up?
Yes, it is physically raised his hand up. Donatien Muyuku.
Donatien, can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it now?
Yeah, now can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. You told about using a credit card or so to pay. What if someone doesn't have any credit card or something related?
Okay. Marina, do you want to take that for him? He says, what if somebody doesn't have a credit card?
Hello. Thank you. Where are you calling from?
From Burundi.
That's Cameroon.
Burundi.
I try. Listen to what in the.
Sorry, somebody's chatting there.
Hello?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear now.
All right.
I'm from Burundi.
If you don't have a credit card, you can also use a debit card as long as you've got access to make online payments. And make sure that your bank allows you to spend more than $100 at a time. There's also Bitcoin options that, if you have a Bitcoin wallet, and there's Cash App, but we try and, ask people to stay away from Cash App and Bitcoin. It is getting a lot better now, but Cash App there seems to be a bit of a headache with that. But Bitcoin and debit card, credit card is fine. If you've got somebody that is able to pay for you, you can always then, just ask them to pay and you give them the money if they've got the card that you need. It's very easy to do that as well. There's different ways, everybody will make a plan to get in. It all depends on your circumstances and the area, country that you are calling from.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question? I am looking around.
Sanoy has got his hand up.
Okay. What's that name again?
Sanoy, you can unmute yourself, or you are unmuted. You can ask your question, Sanoy. Biramo or Heina. Don't know what your first name is. We can't hear you if you are speaking.
I don't see his lips moving, so I don't know if he...
Sanoy Biramo, please ask your question. We cannot hear you if you are speaking. You are unmuted. Okay, there seems to be a problem there.
Right.
I just wanted to quickly take a minute to say welcome to Greg Ashiman from USA and, originally from Russia. He's also on a leadership council. He's just busy recovering from COVID-19, so we're very, very happy to have him back with us. Greg, it's very good to have you here with us. Thank you for joining. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Marina. I really enjoyed this webinar. Thank you, Charles. This was a great presentation. And I just want to say to our guests, this is what touched me. This company is very humanitarian, and it's eliminating the borders. And this is just one great family. I am going through COVID-19. I am just recovering, and all my Onpassive family prayed and sent me healing thoughts, and which helped me a lot. So this is the only company, and this is going to be final destination for many of us, because we went through so many things, and like Charles said, our CEO and founder, Ash Mufare, has brains with heart, and we are going to put that heart even in machine learning, in artificial intelligence, and this is going to be the only company, because we are here for humanity. We are here to help others. because after satisfying our needs, after putting our family in good condition, the rest is going back to humanity, because what is wealth to you for your family if your neighbor is suffering from hunger? So God bless everyone. God bless Ashton Soiree, and this is going to be our final destination. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Jimmy, and thank you, Marina, for letting me to speak. This was great presentation. Just contact your sponsors, contact your invitees, and make your final destination. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Greg. Thank you, Greg. Just so you know, a bunch of people in our team have been praying for you also. So we cannot wait to have you back fully, and you will be back.
Yeah, it was lovely hearing from you. Thank you. And this is our final destination, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay. I just want the family to know that, every Friday by 1:30 p.m., we here in Maryland, USA, we have a prayer team. We gather together every single Friday. That's been going on for several months. We pray for Greg. We pray for everyone globally, that God will spare our lives to enjoy what we are seeing here. This is not just for Africa, but for everyone. And we know that God is answering our prayers. So God bless you. Speedy recovery, everyone. And for those that we don't know, our prayer goes to God every day, particularly as a group. People looking from Nigeria, if you want to be part of that prayer team, let us know. You are free to come on board. It is in Christian way. We understand that there are different religious beliefs, but we're praying in the Christian way. Friday, 1:30 every Friday. You can indicate your intention to join, and we will send we'll get you in the group also. Thank you very much. Any other question?
For anyone that is uncertain of how to ask a question, there's an icon at the bottom. It might say reactions, or you'll just see a little icon that says raise hand. It's a hand like that. You click on it and you can raise your hand, and we will see the icon and ask you to unmute yourself and ask your question. Or else, if you really can't find it, you are welcome to raise your hand like this physically. You have to have your video on, obviously, so that we can get to you and ask you to unmute yourself and ask your question. Thank you. I see Thierry has his hand raised now.
Go ahead.
Bonsoir Marina, bonsoir Charles, hello everybody. Just a quick reaction on one of the latest comments before Greg, who we are all happy to have back. But the thing is, don't wait on your sponsor or the people who have invited you if they don't answer you. Because if you have an entrepreneur mind, an entrepreneur mindset, you don't wait for the people up to you to come back to you. So you have to take the, how you say that? You have the bull horns by the the bull by the horns, and you have to you have to do it yourself. I mean, it's not necessary that you wait or you come back by somebody who is not coming back to you. So do your own, and that's what entrepreneurs are doing. So let's jump on it, and if nobody is answering you, you can take the train with us and go fast. You see. Thanks, and have a good weekend, everybody.
Thank you.
Jerry.
Thank you. Yeah, I say Mokom, Miriam, unmute yourself, please. Mokom, Miriam.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead with your question, man.
I don't really have a question, but I just want to thank you for what I'm seeing and let God bless people. I don't really have a question, but just to thank you for what I'm seeing. I'm expecting more great things to come ahead.
Thank you very much, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. I tell P36, Julius, Igbokan, your turn, please. Unmute yourself. Julius. Julius, Igbokan.
Maybe his hands went up by mistake.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to lower the hands if it's not. All right. Any other hands?
Let's go to, do you have something on the chat? Let me see.
Yeah, let's take a look at the chat. From Ruth, thank you.
Okay.
It must be a blessing to, okay. We are willing to answer all your questions, beloved.
I see somebody has a question on the chat.
Okay, don't go back saying, oh, I should have. So it's okay.
I see a question on the chat that says, among resellers and customers, which of them would pay $250 once like the founders, and which would pay from their pocket every month? Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know who has a question, but the bottom line is everybody, all of us, monthly subscription of 200, about 250. We don't have the exact amount, but let's just assume that it was 250, right? It is a monthly subscription from all of us. However, because we are founders and we're in early, we'll be making enough commission to more than cover for that charge. When those customers come in or resellers come in, they are also going to pay for that package, right? Everybody's going to pay for that package. But because of the time that they come, first month rolls around, they may not have enough to cover for that subscription. So they'll have to cover for it until such a time when their commission is more than the subscription. Okay, so that's the bottom line. And the resellers are also going to get commission. They're going to get compensated. What does a reseller mean? A reseller means you are reselling the services. Onpassive is still going to get your domain name, send traffic to you. However, we, the founders, we are paying for additional traffic. So we get more traffic than the resellers, right? So eventually, as you come in, even as a reseller in the long run, you won't have to pay every month. You won't have to dip into your pocket because you'll be making enough money to cover for that. But it will just take a bit longer. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Chess.
I can add to that. Sorry, Stephen, before you carry on. As Charles explained, we all become customers and resellers. As founders, when we launch, we all become customers and resellers. Everybody has to pay that one time of, let's call it $250. Once out of pocket, the subscriptions going forward will come out of profit. Now we will be getting customers to join, as the marketing campaigns will be getting customers to join. Those customers can also become resellers. Once they've got 3 customers under them, then they also have broken even. If they're sharing their link, say we on the webinar platform that we have, our O Connect, and they're sharing their link to get onto a meeting with their employees or colleagues, friends or family, and those friends and family click on their link, they will get a 7-day free trial to use the platform as well. And they will see, hey, I can get all this. Over and above this, I can also get all these other 50 digital products that we have. And if they register, they will then become a customer under that person. Once they've got 3, then they're not a founder yet, but they also now, their subscription is covered. The minute we've got 3, all of us, our subscription is covered going forward. And from the 4th person, actually from the 3rd person, you are already earning commission from anyone above that. I see Marty DeGama has also joined us. He's a great leader with Onpassive Nation and on the Leadership Council. If you want to say hello, Marty, that will be awesome. And then we can go to our next.
Hello, everybody.
How's it, Marty?
You. Wonderful. How are you, Marina?
I'm better than I deserve. Thank you, by the grace of God.
How about you, Mr. Charles?
Doing great, Marty. Good to have you.
Thank you.
I think we'll stop taking the questions. We'll let you take all the questions from here on out. So,
yeah, thank you. Yeah, good timing. Yeah,
good timing. Well, you timed me well because there doesn't seem to be a lot of questions left.
A question on the chat. So, somebody wants to know, do we have David? Lekeka wants to know, do we have another webinar on Sunday?
We do have a webinar every Sunday. Yes, it's just the time is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 10 p.m. in Central and West Africa. Same ID number.
Is that clear, David?
That's for guests. That's a guest webinar. We do have a founder-only webinar at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is 8 p.m. in Central and West Africa every Sunday.
All right. Thank you very much. And
we have a couple of hands raised.
Okay, I'm trying to see that. Yeah. Okay, we have Miss Truta. Can you please go ahead, Carrie? Raise your hand, please.
Unmute. The host is not allowing.
You are. We can hear you.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. My question is, as a founder, I currently have 4 under me. So I know that after 3, everything will be 3 is free. So for the people that's underneath me, do you actually think basically that we will have enough that go around, because we have about 400,000 members? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if I only had 2 people under me, so do you think it would be enough from 1 person to 400 people that we will have enough businesses going around to place people under us? 400,000. Did that make sense?
I'm pretty sure I got you. I don't know if one of our guests want to take you, because Marina, Maddie, Maddie, can you take this for us? Marina and I guess they're tired of listening to us.
You came on at the right time, as we said.
Yes, exactly.
Well, hello, Marty. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm going to give my respects right now.
Hello. Yeah, well, look, there's 500,000 people right now. I believe very, very few, if any, will be waiting for 3 very long, if they are. But remember, we all pay we make our first payment. So the second payment is 30 more days. By then, do I think everybody that's in Onpassive right now as a founder will have 3? Yes. That's my personal opinion. Because of viral, because of what's going on. And many people here, anybody that has more than 3 personals, they're creating overflow. And I know thousands of people that have more than 3. So I expect everybody to have somebody at least by the 2nd month, when it should come out of your pocket, out of your wallet, I mean, I'm sorry. But yeah, I believe everybody will be fine. And also remember, worst case scenario, somebody doesn't quite have enough apples. Every day that goes by, little chunks of apples are coming in to form another apple. When you have enough, it'll start you right back up again. And remember, above you and below you is always, the gears are always turning. I don't see it. Listen, I don't see any founder having a problem very long at all after launch, because it's going to grow so fast. That's my personal opinion and what I see going on now. But yeah, I think everybody will be fine.
Thank you very much, Maddie. Karin,
Thank you.
Are you okay with that?
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you. And that's actually, he hit the nail on the head. That's what I was wondering. Okay. All right, then. Have a wonderful, prosperous day.
You too now. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I saw a hand, but I'm not seeing that anymore now. You change your mind? All right.
I think Maddie killed 2 birds with 1 stone. That's why.
Okay, that's possible. Yeah, it does. It does say the best.
Right.
Any other question?
Yeah, I see Amina has a question in the chat. Hi guys, if you not have anyone under your team, okay, that is what makes Onpassive so wonderful. This is a business where you don't need to recruit. I hate that word, but you don't need to bring anyone in. You don't need to have a team under you in order to be successful with this business. The business is, we are paying them that monthly subscription of $250 that we're paying them. We are paying the company to do the work for us. We are paying them to get customers under us. We are paying them to build our business and team for us. So even if we get to launch and you've got nobody, you have not managed to share this opportunity with anyone, you will still be successful. Everyone is forced to succeed in Onpassive, which is unheard of. It's really something that's, Ashmafar has been working on this vision for 2.5 years with a group of IT geniuses, and they have come up with this full system that is going to force everyone to succeed. We only come once out of pocket once we launch, twice. You pay twice in Onpassive, once for your founding member position right now or during our soft launch, and then once when we launch, which will be in a few months' time. In that time, during our soft launch and before, we're going to be testing our products, we're going to be testing the system. It's all part of this fantastic journey and getting other founders signed up under us as part of the testing. If you still don't have anyone by the time we launch, it's not a problem, because that's where the AI-driven marketing campaigns really kick in and start working for us. And that is what you're paying Onpassive for, is to build your team for us. So don't worry. We are just sharing this business because it's so fantastic and phenomenal and never been done before, never seen before. That is why we're sharing it, but you don't have to. And if you do, you're just helping the system and the business grow your business quicker. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, if I can add something, Marina's 100% right. Remember, that's why it was created. It was created for the everyday person that doesn't have all these marketing skills. That's why it's here. So be happy with that. Listen, Amazon created 40,000 millionaires, okay? 40,000 millionaires, and that's a company that does not share the wealth. Picture a company that shares the wealth. 80% of the wealth may be as high as 80%. I think right now, there'll be at least 504,000 millionaires eventually. Now, how long that takes, I don't know. But I think eventually, even if you have no one, I believe there'll be over 500,000 millionaires. And that could change depending on how many founders come in the next few months. And but seriously, I mean that. I just can't imagine. We're talking about 3 and 4 and 3. Yeah, there might be a couple hiccups in the beginning, but it's going to blow your mind. And by the way, hi, Greg. I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're doing better. Anyway, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Marty.
Yeah. So let's take David. David, what's a question, please? Unmute yourself.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, David. How are you, sir?
Good. My question goes to Marty. I'm a founder already, but I've been trying to get hold of Marty.
Okay. So you came here and you want to arrest him right here?
Yeah, I'm right here.
No.
Okay.
Yes. As I said, I'm a founder. I've been trying to get hold of Marty to know detail about the old position that he advertised last week.
We have possession of some older positions that we are selling before they disappear. But keep in mind, so does Marina. and their positions before the big flood. Remember this, the massive influx of people started somewhere in July 23rd of 2020. 3/4 of the people that are in Onpassive all came in the last 6-7 months. That's how big the shakeup was. So don't just go by how old, go by when it was. And a few of us have access to a couple of old pending positions, and I want to get rid of them.
I'm interested, Maddie.
Say it again?
I'm interested.
Okay, then you just get a hold of Marina. Send her an email.
Maybe I don't have a personal email.
Did you go to the back office and you look at all the leaders there, and so Marina's email is there on your back office.
Okay, I'll go to the back office and look for it.
And all of these emails, no matter how old, they are before the flood of people that came in, which is important if you want to get an older position. But they're not going to last, and there's not that many.
Okay, I'll go to the back office now. Check.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I see Freeman's Galaxy. Freeman, please unmute yourself, sir. Freeman Galaxy, unmute yourself.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, I am Freeman Lucky. I have a friend who is a co-founder, and he told me yesterday that the link is sent to somebody, and the same person used that link to register another person. I don't know if there's a way out how he will resolve this issue.
Okay, my friend, this is not a founders only meeting. I've told you guys we should leave this for guests. Are you a founder? Sounds like a founder question.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to take questions from founders in this meeting. I sacrifice a lot. I make sure I spend enough time for founders, and that is where we take these kind of questions, please.
Okay, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry,
all right,
sir.
thank you.
Okay.
All right.
and you can contact one of the leaders privately. I'm pretty sure all of us will be more than happy to work with you, right? We have various leaders here, more than 10 of them. They'll work with you.
Right, thank
and
you.
Then in the founders only thing will take questions.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
I see you. Bian Rene. Unmute yourself, please. That's a question. Bian. Bian.
Well, while Diang is taking time to unmute, I don't know if it's a female or a male, but I just want to address this to us, the founders, please, folks. Let's be
Hello. Hold on 1 second.
Hello.
Diang, hold on 1 second.
Can you hold on 1 second? I just want to address the founders. Please, founders, when we sign someone, let's be ethical, okay? You sign somebody, you send them your link. Take 10 minutes, walk them through how they can also sign their family, friends, spouses. Do not have them sign their family under your link, for crying out loud. Everyone, there's gonna be plenty to go around for everyone. And if you actually understand what Ash is doing, say I sign Marina, okay? And Marina knows Maddie. And Marina signs Maddie. I benefit from Maddie the same way as if I sign Maddie. But then again, Marina benefits. But what if I sign Marina and Maddie? Marina may not benefit from Maddie, but I will benefit. So why keep Marina out? You guys see what I'm saying? So if you understand this compensation plan, let's not take, when we sign people, let's not get their loved ones under us directly. Walk them through, take 10 minutes, show them what to do, and then bring them to our group chats so that they can come to our founders only meeting where we show them exactly what to do next. Okay, guys? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Charlie.
All right, now, Jiang, you can go ahead.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Charles Osong.
Good evening.
Yeah, so I am a founder, not a new guest. So I just want to say I thank you, sir, for your great presentation. I really love the way you present for this meeting. So God bless you more and more, sir. That's all what I want to say. I'm calling from Cameroon, precisely in Bamenda, Northwest.
I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
I see Pen, Elijah. I see your hands up. Unmute yourself, sir. Ben.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Ben.
Yes. Good evening, sirs.
Good evening.
Thank you. I'm from Cameroon, Bafoussam precisely.
Okay.
Yes. I have a word. How do one become?
We can't hear you, Ben. We can hear your music in the background.
I asked, how do one become a founder? Because there are no dollars to register to become a founder. How do one get registered to become a founder?
Send, call, email, text. Get the person that told you about the opportunity, and they will send you their link. And it shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes, and you'll become a founder.
Thank you, sir.
If you have contact with that person, do you have contact with the person that shared the opportunity with you?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? I can't hear you.
Okay. I think you say yes.
Okay.
Evangelist Palmer. I see your hands up. Evangelist Palmer.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I'm Palmer Renendorf, calling from Cameroon, precisely Bamenda.
Okay, Palmer.
Yeah, sir, I'm a founder already, and I wish to appreciate Mr. Charles Osong for his wonderful presentation tonight and the other ones that I've been attending. So I just wanted to give a proposal, sir, for this founders meeting. So, like when the meeting begins and you close the door like that, I don't see it so good like that. So, this is a meeting for newcomers, and there are people who will step in at any moment. They are not as disciplined as those of us who are already founders. So I was just begging that if you can just allow the meeting for people to pop in, but or is that mics unmuted for them, for no one to be able to talk, will be better. Because today I had a whole team that was to come in and listen to your presentation, but by the time that the meeting was going on, they were only telling me, so we are trying and the meeting is locked. We are trying. So they have really lost a lot. They have lost a lot. So I was just begging that if for this newcomers meeting, we can just allow it, people come in. This one is like the prospecting meeting. It's not like a meeting for those who are already there. People will step in at any moment. So are you getting me?
Okay, I got your suggestion, but let me tell you.
So I'm just begging.
Okay, now listen. I heard you.
So with us in Cameroon.
Listen, my friend. You've talked now. Let me speak too. Okay, I'm from Cameroon, so I know our people. When you say 3 o'clock, they start getting ready at 3 o'clock. Okay, and they get there at 4, and they get there at 4:30. Okay, we are gonna have to change that mindset. We're gonna have to start developing millionaires mindset. When you invite your guests, tell them these guys don't play, because we're not begging people at Onpassive. This is not one of those MLM opportunities where we need people so bad, we'll be begging them, calling them, chasing them. No, I started this as something just to help our fellow Africans. And when we first started, yes, what happened, Mr. Evangelist? I was not locking the webinar, believe me. And people were walking 30 minutes late. And of course, 30 minutes, the presentation is almost all gone. And then when I open up for Q&A, they ask me, well, by the way, what are the products? That is something I spent 15 minutes to talk about. Okay,
Exactly, sir.
where do I
Yes, sir.
start? So, like I said, we open up 15 minutes to the hour. We'll give 5 extra minutes. Today, in fact, I gave 10 extra minutes. So people had been waiting for 25 minutes before I started. Now, is it fair to these people who have been waiting that long? Because we are waiting for some people that just think they own the
No,
world
sir.
and they can go anywhere, anytime. When you invite your guest, you tell them, Mr. Charles Osong is doing us a favor. Mr. Charles Osong's time is valuable. I know you guys in Africa, you don't know that time is valuable. Okay? Mr. Charles Osong is going to start on time and he's going to lock his webinar. If you don't make it, come to the next one, period. And I'm not going to change that. Sorry.
Thank you, Charles.
Okay,
I
sir.
also
Thank
wanted
you
to
so much.
add that this meeting is recorded, and I also realized that in Africa the network connections are very bad, especially with Zoom. For some reason people get kicked out of it and then they can't come back in once the meeting is locked. But that is why the meeting is recorded from beginning to end. You do get all the questions and answers as well, and you'll find it on my YouTube channel. I also share it on the Telegram group that Charles has, on my Telegram group, and on the Facebook groups for Nigeria, Cameroon, Onpassive Africa, Onpassive Nation, and all of them. So one way or another, you will get to see the recording, and it normally takes a few hours to upload. So in a few hours' time, this will be uploaded, and I would have shared it across the board. I'll also then put it on the Leadership Council wall for people to see it. But it is a guest webinar, so you can share it with your guests that could not attend this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Marina,
much.
for that, right? And we also have other ones, previous webinars like last Sunday or last Monday, that had been recorded. So if you want, if you're part of our group, I can send you those. For those people who cannot make it on time, they can sit and sleep on their bed and listen at their convenience, right? And then the day that they can make it on time, if they want to be live and get some interaction or questions that they have, no problem. They can come in, but they just need to be on time, my friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Charles. Yeah. Before we round up, I just want to say something here. The Zoom, the platform we are using now, the owner is Mr. Eric Yuan. Eric Yuan, this is a public information I want to say here. Just to let us see the mind of our CEO, Ashmo Farah. Eric Yuan now by September 1st, as of September 1st, 2020, he was now his worth was 16.4 billion, and which was 360% higher than its worth at the beginning of the year 2020. Now, by now, he worth far more than 16.4 billion. Now, the difference between Eric and Ashmo Farah is that Ashmo Farah is not willing to keep that money. He wants to share that money with us. I remember in one of the webinars, a banker asked, why are you doing this? Why you want to share this money? And he said, why not? So what makes our CEO different is that it does not want to be, they said to him, you can be the richest man in the world. He said, that's the problem. That is what I don't want to be. So it doesn't have the heart of Eric. He has a heart of his own that loves, he wants to share this wealth with us. That is why you and I are here today. We don't need to be afraid. If there is enough to go around, there will be more than enough to go around. Thank you very much. I just want to get that into us. Any more hand up from anyone? Okay, Charles, looks like we are good. Charlie.
Yes, thank you, Dr. O. Today is Thursday, guys. Tomorrow we have a corporate webinar with our CEO. We should be looking for more details tomorrow. Maddie is here if he wants to add on that, but we know that it's going to happen sometime tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time it is just yet. So folks, if you're a founder, don't miss out on that webinar, please. And if you are new and you become a founder today and you sign your NDA, yes, you can be part of that webinar. Okay. And then, we want to get you also in our group chats Marina has a Facebook group called Africa United. Once you can join that, even if you're not a founder. She has left that open for prospects as well, right? Okay, so make sure you belong to one of these group chats or all of them so that you can be informed up to the minute information all the time. Thank you very much. That's it for me. I don't know if Maddie or Marina has something to add before we close out.
Thank you so much, Charles. Yes, I've just posted the link. So before we log off, you guys, if you're not on my Facebook group, you're welcome to join it. The YouTube channel's also there. And I just wanted to thank everyone once again for joining. David, I did send you my email address in a private chat. I'm not sure if you received it. We can take it from there. And thank you very much. We are here to help you and make sure that you get a full and good understanding of this fantastic business that we're in, and everyone is here. This is definitely, you know, we always talk about teamwork makes the dream work. Onpassive is this huge team that's just willing to help everybody, you know, so I really, really urge you to get registered as soon as you can and do whatever it takes to pay that $97 now so that you can get in and start being part of this global family that is a unicorn company when we launch. Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marina. Maddy, any final thought from you, Maddy? Are you still there?
He might be gone. So, all right, guys, nice seeing you. See you guys tomorrow for those of you who are founders. And I will see some of you on Sunday again. We have our French webinar tomorrow, just in case the corporate webinar doesn't interfere with the timing. But if it does, I will send out information canceling that French webinar because I want everybody to be part of the corporate webinar. Otherwise,
Charlie, I see David's hand again. David, what's
going
on?
Yes, thank Marina for the email. I just sent her an email now.
Okay, great. Thank you, David.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Please go back to whoever invites you and get your link and sign up quickly today. Do not miss this train. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
We are in it to win it. Goodbye.
In it to win it. Woo. Thank you, family.
Peace out.
Be on the webinar tomorrow. It's a big day.
All right.